Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another Baldur's Gate video. I'm about to take on Ketheric Thorm. Let's go ahead and run in there and see how this plays out. This is being done in Tactician difficulty, mainly because I wanted to make sure it's a good challenge. I am using a specific setup, which I'll discuss as we play. Alright. Alright, so I have what I call the Darkness Devil Sight build for my team. This is basically a assassins coming out of the dark type setup where pretty much your entire game works off of the idea of being able to have some kind of darkness to operate out of. The advantage of darkness in this game can be overstated because while in darkness, enemies are much easier to hit because you have advantage usually, and also they have disadvantage to hit you even if they make it all the way to you. Alright, I noticed that bonus attack almost always miss in Tactician mode. I wonder if that's something to do with the way the dice rolls are designed in Tactician. I mean, now I'm going to haste her because she's going to be one of my primary damage dealers in this. And then I'm going to try to run towards the darkness, but I don't quite make it. Now, Action Surge is great for an extra action, but it's probably not going to help me too much here. I'm going to end here. He's going to probably Deadly Order somebody, which just means the enemies will focus their attack on her. The good news is, other than the Mind Flayer acting, she can then act after that. He'll attack Asterion and miss because it's at disadvantage. Doesn't mean that he'll always miss. Sometimes he'll hit, but it's good that he missed. Okay. She can call lightning on him. I just want to be careful here that I don't hit my own guy with it. Save the Destructive Wrath. That's going to be needed later.
On I go.
Right. Now, I can Potion of Haste myself for 4 rounds, which hopefully will be useful for the purpose of getting through this part of the fight without that barely did anything. That was kind of sad. Should have upcasted it maybe. Well, I can't upcast it. That was already casted as high as possible. Alright, here comes these guys. And these guys are frightened, which is good. That's actually a Warlock. The reason that worked that way was because my Warlocks of the Great Old Ones, so when you do a critical hit, there's a good chance you will make them frightened. Alright, that took care of the Mind Flayer, so we're safe for now with that. So Asterion can now focus down these guys. One more down. And double shot. 2 down. Run back a little in case the next one gets to come at me.
I don't fancy their chances.
Right? So you got these guys here. I need him closer to here. And I'm going to firebolt a whole lot of them. And all done. One shot deal. And I'm going to restore my spell slot, because I'm going to need that fireball later. Although I also have some scrolls for that purpose. Okay, so that ends that round. Ketheric is going to move around a bit and talk some smack, but he can't do anything. Nothing. Now, while we're ahead here, I'm going to go ahead and get myself set up for later by creating some water. But attacking him right now is pointless. He's basically immune to damage. He's invulnerable. So I'll hit him once just to see if... Yeah, he's invalid as a target even. So, alright. Pointless to do anything. So I'm going to end my turn. Oh, I forgot about this little guy. Aw. How cute. He came running over. Let's kill him. He's still alive. That's okay. I got more where that came from. Oh, we leveled up. It's a shame I can't level up right now and get some extra... Anyway, that's okay. That's okay. So we'll wait. Alright, so this is where I'm going to put him to work. Ready? Run! There's a reason I gave him the misstep. He can now move up to Dame Aylin and free her. Woohoo! And there goes his invulnerability. Yes. And I can start running backwards. Back to my darkness. Or I could actually teleport up here, back here somewhere, which may come in handy later. But let's decide that in a bit. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start working on Ketheric. Put a little ice down here. We're going to wait. He has a very high save, so it's very hard to do damage to him with anything that gives him a saving throw. Alright, so we can wait. Let's wait. She's going to go after him. So he's a paladin and she's a paladin. So this is literally paladin versus paladin going on over here. Do I want... He's probably going to save. His wisdom's pretty high. My best bet here is to just actually straight up attack him. Although, almost better to use something that won't miss. See, he's somewhat resistant even to that damage. Or I rolled really bad. I mean, let's shoot him again. 0. Yeah, he has resistance to force damage. Okay. May have to reconsider that strategy. See, I don't want to be nearby where he's going to be able to get to me, so let's go here. Let's use... Really low chance to hit him. But I hit him! Haha! And it hurt! Nice. Very nice. So I'm using very specific... I want to melt that ice, so... High defense. Passage interrupted. Let me think. Well, you know what? Can't use that, so I guess I will stick with... Passage interrupted. Hold on. Let's walk over here. There we go. Melt that water. That's what I'm waiting for. He's almost down. If Dame Aylin gets to him, he's going to go down. Dash you go. He's going after Asterion. Numbed is okay. So she's her potion's done, so she's kind of stuck for this round. That's okay. Too far. Let's see. .5 points of measly damage. Okay, it is what it is. 4 points of measly damage. He's got 18 to go. This is 100% usually. Can't use it on undead. Ah! Alright. That changes things.
On the hunt.
Ooh, this has good hit chance. Go for it. And he misses. Of course. Okay. Because I'm in darkness, I can actually move away from him without suffering from the attack of opportunity.
Always be a gentleman.
No, one cannot. Can one actually hit anything from here? No, too far. Okay, let's see here. No, this requires concentration. It would ruin the haste. This is the problem with a lot of this, is most of these spells have some kind of concentration factor. Let's just move him up first.
Close.
Can't target undead. Wow. This guy is really annoying because he's actually not alive. There's actually not much he can do at the moment, and I am not going to waste the effort. So we're going to wait. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Almost down. Might be time to... Nope. 1 hit point. This should be sufficient. Let's see if he will now go down if Dame Aylin flies up to him. Yes. Okay.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
So the easier part of the battle is over. Now comes the real fight. The real fight is that the second half of the battle,
Myrkul.
you fight Myrkul's
Lord of
avatar.
Lords, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
And here the fun begins.
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the world-cleansed star. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. I am Myrkul, horde of bones, and you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death, and I am not the end. I am the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, so the best thing to do with this guy
Silken dresses.
is to not be near him. Okay? Now, he's already incubating these things, and these things, when they hatch, can help heal him. That means you got to take this guy down fast. And fast means fast. Really fast. I put water here, and he is not wet, so that's a problem. The water didn't actually land where I had hoped it would. Now, she's not acting yet, so she won't be able to pull more water down just yet. So I'm going to have to rely on the good old standard attacks until we get to that point. The good news is he's not as hard to hit as Ketheric, but he is just as resistant to damage in some ways as Ketheric. And he has a lot of hit points. And of course, in Tactician, my second hits almost always miss. I don't, you know, again, the roast really shouldn't be that bad, but it is. Let's go ahead and hit him again. These both hit. So, a little bit of damage. Doesn't hurt. Now, he is definitely not going to want to be here when he turns around and attacks with a melee attack. So, we're going to go here. Now, he's out of the bone chill, which means, first of all, he can now heal himself. Because he has 2 bonus actions, he can do 2 of those. And he still maintains his attack, which I don't believe can be, yep, no advantage. But we can still use this. And not enough movement. Really? Hold on. We gotta be that close to use range attack? Interesting. Well, if all else fails, there's always target is too far. That's interesting that they're making it that much of a distance. Something on this side doesn't seem right. Okay. Well, let's see. No, none of these. Oh, he's blinded. Let's see. So Myrkul apparently, when he popped up, blinded my character. Let's take a look here. Bone chills all nearby creatures. We know that. Okay. Huh. Makes me wonder why he's blinded, but alright, well, it is what it is. Was that a spell that was cast on him? Blinded condition. Interesting. Yep. Alright, well. Can't do anything about that. He's blinded.
Creator, destroyer.
Alright, here we go. Been saving this for him. There you go. She's so tough that he can't really do too much damage to her, but she is hurt already. Alright, so here's the problem. He's not wet. So we need to make him wet. And once he's wet, this is when these attacks start to be more interesting.
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
And she hits hard. Ah, she critical missed the second shot though. That's okay. My turn. Okay. He's blinded, frightened. Boy, he is just pretty useless in this fight. And I don't have a potion here that can heal him from that condition at the moment. So we'll just take a superior healing potion. And... well... he can't move either, so... not a whole lot he can do.
They don't know a bit.
Alright. We'll just have to sit here and do nothing.
A tale for the ages.
What a shame. Okay. Nice. Oh, I got a shatter spell I'm going to use next. Okay. Frightened. She's okay. And he missed. Good. And he's got his back turned to me the whole time, so... well, electricity! So it does good damage to him because he's wet. That's the main reason this is working so well. 40 points of damage. Nice. This boy's going down. And that's that. Straightforward and simple. Except for Exterion disappointing me, overall the battle went quite smoothly.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
He's looking a bit toasty.
Hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
The villain is the wretch. Together we have crushed him, brain and body.
She must be a vengeance paladin because that's quite the bit of pent up anger there.
Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed. You have my sword, my fealty. Do what you must, then we fly this foul place.
And that's it. I level up. The spells are... we need to get rid of that spell. Hold on.
It's in his armor.
Oh no, we cannot get rid of that spell. The tentacle stays. Okay.
Delicious.
You were slightly disappointing, Asterion, I have to say. Slightly disappointing. But, yeah, it worked out pretty good overall. Nothing too crazy. And everybody did the job they're supposed to. Took down the boss pretty quick. So we got one more create water to do. So everybody's clean. Yeah. Just like when I talk to somebody, they won't be...
An elder brain. That was the heart of the absolute?
So yeah, so now I can go and collect my winnings. You get the nether stone. This is kind of an important thing, so don't forget to loot them.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together.
The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
Formidable, yes. Dead, also yes. So that is essentially the conclusion to this fight. You'll go through some dialogue with the Dream Visitor, and then you'll be moving on from this part and going back up. Make sure you collect, all the items from the various enemies you've knocked down. And that ends Act 2. This is basically the Act 2 final boss fight. And quite honestly, with Darkness and the setups that I already have with the Call Lightning, it basically made it pretty straightforward. Once you dump some water on them, Call Lightning becomes a really good spell. Haste Potion and Haste Spell is really, really useful in this game. This game is all about action economy. So the more actions you can take versus your enemies, the easier and faster the fights go. And Darkness helps you get action economy because most enemies cannot see through darkness. That eliminates a lot of range attacks you would otherwise have to eat up. It forces melee enemies that wants to actually try to hit you to run towards you, to get into the darkness and then have disadvantage to attack you as well. Devil's Sight allows you to see pretty easily. So these kind of things is why I set these guys up with at least 2 levels of Warlock. I picked Devil's Sight. Eldritch Blast is a great cantrip as well, but quite honestly, for somebody like Astarion who uses sneak attack, the Eldritch Blast isn't going to get used much. And someone like Gale, who I left as a wizard partially, is better to actually use his other cantrips and get the wizard bonuses from that, rather than focusing specifically on the Eldritch Blast. So it's kind of how you want to set them up. None of these guys are set up with the so-called broken setups that can do massive amounts of damage very quickly, but against something like that Bone Lord, having strong range attacks seems to work better than running up in his face and then having to eat his melee attacks, because that could take one of your guys down pretty fast. Although if you have a well-armored paladin, you might be alright. So that's it. That was Tactician mode, taking down Ketheric Thorm and the Avatar of Myrkul. If you have any comments, feel free to make them. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like these kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.